We had that long and no cowboy hat.
Cowboy hats.
Cowboy kitties.
Cowboy kitties.
Hey everybody, this is our Night of Champions review.
2012.
It is the 16th of September.
Mm-hmm.
This is Jake and Justin.
True.
We're about to get it on. Let's do it.
2 Chainz.
We get the start of the show with Michael Cole recapping the Jerry Long situation. Jerry's doing well.
Good.
And they introduce JBL.
No
No clotheslines from hell.
I like
but you
JBL.
heard that stock market bell.
I like
bars.
I love JBL. I thought it was gonna be JR, but I was cool with JBL. I thought it was gonna be one of the two.
Yeah.
But yeah, so JBL was on commentary. Awesome. First match was the Intercontinental title 4-way. Miz, Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, Sin Cara.
Sin Cara didn't get lost on the way to the ring.
He didn't wear pink. He wore all white. Rey was in like a purplish thing.
Yeah, fuchsia.
And the other guys were just doing their thing.
Yeah. Perfect match to start off the show with because you got a lot of action and a lot of ability to get the bigger moves in there. And because of the Fatal 4-way, you can have guys pull people off.
Yeah, Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio never really went at it. They just had, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
If they're building towards that, they just had like a couple kicks and then a couple maybe a minute back and forth, and then they broke up.
They teased that they could, and all that, but didn't.
Yeah,
which is good.
And then at the end of the match, Rey Mysterio was just, I don't remember what he got hit by to make him just dead.
Yep.
He was gone for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
The last 3 minutes of the match, it was Cody Rhodes and Sin Cara were going back and forth. He tried to take the mask off, then Sin Cara got his own mask and whipped it out and tried to put it over Cody Rhodes, but
no dice.
Didn't happen. He ends up putting it on the Miz. So the Miz is like, I can't see anything. Who ends up hitting the Skull Crushing finale on Cody Rhodes with this Sin Cara mask on and pins it 1, 2, 3 to retain. Rey Mysterio nowhere to be found, and he did pin Cody, right?
Yeah, he pinned Cody.
Which is, hopefully that's the feud they go to. But so Miz retains.
I hope he tries to go like, hey Cody, man, I didn't mean to. And then Cody goes, I'm the only guy in this match that's over 5'6", you idiot.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Dude, when you reached, you would have swung over Sin Cara.
True.
Yeah, so the Miz is still the IC champ. The first title match is retained. And then in the segment of the night, we go backstage. Eve's talking, and then some guy, whatever's like,
primetime player.
Come here. And she runs over, and Kaitlyn, ow!
Why?
Ow!
Why? She wasn't saying why, but she was saying,
True.
Why? Oh, like a Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan situation. That's what they're building towards.
It was funny.
And Eve was like, oh, what happened? Oh, no.
We're going to need to find a new person because you cannot compete.
Planting seeds.
So they said they would resolve this later, and they did later. But then we get the tag team championship match. Little Jimmy in Paradise against Team Friendship in one of the greater tag team name competitions of all time. Yep. They at the first, well, I guess throughout, but they did the whole thing of I want to start, tagging themselves in when they weren't like meaning to. Then they worked together a little bit at the first. Then it broke apart. Then they hugged. Everything was cool. And then Kane pulled Daniel Bryan out of the ring when he was about to get hit with Trouble in Paradise. And then Daniel was like, what are you doing? He's like, he was going to kick you in the face. He's like, no. So they start freaking out. And but the end actually comes where Kofi has Kane up on the turnbuckle. And Daniel Bryan holds him down. And then he ends up pushing him onto Kofi Kingston. And 1, 2, 3, Kane wins. And then they both proceed to hold up the belt yelling, I am the tag team champions. Hilarious.
Great.
Hilarity ensued. They were just on each turnbuckle just, I am the tag team champions. No, I am the tag team. It was funny.
It's weird that they always talk about we got to restore the integrity of the tag championships. And it takes an anger management segment to catch fire and turn this guy into a tag team. This kind of just happened to them, that they fell into this tag team that actually makes the tag team titles meaningful and worth something in an actual storyline.
Yeah.
Which is, that's no disrespect to R-Truth and Kofi, who, can both go. It's just you didn't have any storylines with them really.
I don't like them. I don't like face R-Truth.
Oh, man.
But yeah, Bryan and Kane win, so that was cool. And then backstage, Booker T and Eve, and he basically says, well, you beat Kaitlyn a couple weeks ago or a week ago, and you were the runner-up in the Battle Royal. You were supposed to win. So, you can have the match tonight. He was like, oh my goodness, that's fantastic. So she was all pumped. We got it later. Then, U.S. title match, Antonio Cesaro against the winner of the pre-show Battle Royal, Zack Ryder. I missed a lot of this. I was ordering pizza, so go for it.
All right. Well, if you've seen, this was the ultimate contrast of styles because Zack Ryder is really, he's limited in what he can do, and what he does very well. Like he throws good punches, good drop kicks, and he has his 6 moves. And Cesaro is like the exact opposite. Like he has the uppercut, and he has a plethora of moves.
Big words, plethora.
Yeah. He's got a smorgasbord of moves. He just he can throw anything out there, and it was kind of a weird contrasting style, and you ended up seeing the Swiss Death for a 2 count, which kind of sucks.
I did see that. I saw the part that mattered.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. We just need more of an uppercut.
I wish that was his finisher. I really
Yeah.
No one should kick out of that.
Oh yeah, it's the most devastating finisher in the world right now.
It was sick.
He throws up in the air. Anyway. He gets Zack Ryder with the equalizer, and they have that moment where Zack Ryder's going for the broski boot, and Oksana saves Claudio. Sorry, Cesaro. They shouldn't put C's with the different C's and all that. It makes it tougher. But overall, solid. It propels Cesaro up a little bit more of like a more credible champion, and Zack Ryder was on pay-per-view.
Yeah, who would have ever thought like 2 years ago that Zack Ryder could be used as like a bigger opponent to beat.
Yeah.
After he was doing absolutely nothing. That's crazy.
It's just the name value of it, really.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could beat a Santino. That's like, oh, yeah, okay. No one takes you seriously because it's serious, And then this guy is a little bit more serious. I think later on we're going to see Kofi versus Cesaro, hopefully soon. That'll be around, I don't know, Hell in a Cell they might be able to do it. They get the tag team rematch out of the way. Which could be that could be a very solid match with contrasting styles and more Swiss deaths.
So many uppercuts.
Yep.
Hashtag uppercuts. But yeah, so Cesaro retains his title, and then we moved on to was this the only non-title match?
Yes.
Yes. Randall Keith Orton versus Dolph Ziggler. This match was wild. We knew it was gonna be a good match.
Yeah.
And it was.
Oh man.
I don't know how to explain it. It was just good.
It all made sense to what they were building towards. And they had those spots in there where you're just like, oh, snap.
Yeah, because you have 2 really athletic dudes. So
and you have Ziggler who's doing
advantage of,
He took the DDT off of the
barricade onto the ground outside the ring. And I said, boing.
The scoop slam was on point. Ziggler was hitting his moves on Orton. It wasn't one-sided. But all like the big spots were Orton, which makes sense because you want the face to have those whoa spots as opposed to the heel. But you had the headstand, sleeper hold.
Yeah.
And then the ending of this match chalked this one up for they saw something on the monitor and said, hey, can we do that?
Yeah, exactly.
And it might be the next great thing for Orton.
Sick. He goes, I think Ziggler, was he going for a sleeper?
Yeah.
Or did he just get pushed? I can't remember. Either way, he gets pushed, he's running back, and Orton
elevates him.
Gorilla press, throws him up in the air, and perfect timing catches him with an RKO on the way down. So basically, yeah, they saw Cesaro go, whoop, and Orton said, what if I went, whoop, whoop?
And Ziggler said, I'm the only guy that's crazy enough to try to catch one of those without practice.
Yeah.
And it worked out great.
It was pretty nasty.
Yeah.
It was I didn't even run around. I was just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
They tried that and it worked perfectly?
It was one of those things where it wasn't like, RKO out of nowhere. Okay, well, it's just an RKO. Maybe he'll kick out. There was no chance in hell he was kicking out of this one.
No, thrown up in the air.
That doesn't make Ziggler look bad. He caught one move.
Yeah, and it was straight up.
Yeah. Yep.
He straight did the damn franchise, boys. He went rock with it. He went up with it. But yeah, so Orton wins here. Good news. And then we get to the Divas title match. Eve taking the spot of Kaitlyn versus Layla. And we were, playing football during this match, to be honest.
Yeah, well, he's got a little text basketball which we're seeing if we could. We're having the quarterback challenge.
Yep, QB Club. But Eve wins and is the new Divas champion. Not surprised by this. And not mad at this at all, because Eve is super hot. And that's who I want to be the Divas champion. She had a
part in there where she had a leg scissor on, and she started grounding and pounding.
Eve's nuts.
And JBL goes, "That's what you learn from 5 years of training at the Gracie Academy."
Yep. JBL is a man.
Yeah, he put people over.
He really did.
Yeah.
So yeah, Eve's the new champ. So job, Eve. And then you get Daniel Bryan and Kane backstage, still just running around with their titles about who's the real tag team champions. And Dr. Shelby's here this time. So is AJ. And AJ
the only thing we saw of AJ tonight.
Yeah, and AJ was just going crazy, just yelling, like, what are you guys doing? You guys win the tag team championship, you're still freaking out. So Daniel Bryan's like, congratulations, Kane. And Kane walks away, comes back, Gatorade shower on Daniel Bryan, and then yells that he's going to Disneyland. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
It was hilarious.
It was great. These guys are gold.
It was hilarious. It's just like, I don't know. I laughed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was that. That was the end of that segment. I loved that segment.
Yeah.
And then we get to the World Heavyweight Championship match where Sheamus finally loses the title to Alberto Del Rio.
Because he can't bro kick.
Because he can't use the bro kick.
Because what they built for the entire month. Well, hey, but get this though. Before the match,
funny story.
Booker T's music hits, and he goes, "I did my own evidence, my own research. The bro kick is legal. If you've been watching SmackDown for the past month, at least you got to see Wade Barrett. Because the IC title feud was basically created on Raw."
That's what I said. I was like, so there's not many reasons to watch SmackDown, so now they're saying, okay, you've been watching SmackDown, so you know this whole storyline, and now the whole storyline's gone.
Yeah.
So what did I do right when he announced that?
You changed pick to Sheamus.
Changed my pick to Sheamus, because we all knew where this was headed.
Yeah, and end with the Sheamus bro kick.
But I will say this match was not as bad as the past couple that I just was. Because there was a point in this match where I thought Del Rio was going to win.
Yeah.
I think it was just, me hoping falsely.
It was ignorance.
It was after he got kicked in the arm like 6 times, arm breaker for like 45 seconds, and then the second time he got it in, I thought maybe, but no. It was funny. He's in there, and I go, roll out bro kick, and rolled out and hit a bro kick. 1, 2, 3. We didn't get mad. We hysterically started laughing, both of us.
Yeah,
I stood up and bro kicked a pen.
I got text my brother going, "What the hell just happened?" Oh, he called me up. He goes, "Hey, you're live, right? What the hell just happened?"
I don't know either, Colby.
Like, maybe we're in this delusional world where he just hates Sheamus because I'm just so persuasive. I made everyone around me hate Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you guys were like, "Yeah, that was tight. Alberto Rio shouldn't be able to he should be able to ban the bro kick. He should be able to use it." But anyway, what are they going to do next?
Nothing, probably.
Let's just throw Barrett up there. Fuck it.
I want to.
Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, no one watches SmackDown anyway, so.
And they proved that we don't need to.
Exactly.
This did not help SmackDown. It's like, no, we tricked you guys. Those of you that decided, let's watch SmackDown, because that whole month is gone. But yeah, so Sheamus wins. Raise your hand if you were surprised. Oh, you will see that no hands are raised. But yeah, then we move on. No Ryback squash. I was surprised. I thought that, especially because there was like an hour.
Yeah.
Once this started, it was like 8:05 or something. I was like, wow. But we go into the WWE Championship match. CM Punk versus John Cena. Punk rocking the hoodie. Cena rocking the Rise Above Cancer shirt.
Punk was wearing Yankees tights.
Hilarious.
Subtle touch.
Who the heck? Like, what kid is going to walk around a shirt that says Rise Above Cancer?
Somebody whose mom had cancer.
Yeah, but how many people is that really?
I don't know.
That's like a little kid. Who's going to think, yeah. Like, little kids still think the color pink is like cooties.
Yeah.
You got to think.
I don't know. Maybe
it'll still sell.
They're getting it out now, so when all the football players start wearing it, too, people are like, "Oh yeah, pink's cool.
Yeah,
Let's support breast cancer. Let's buy this John Cena T-shirt."
Uh huh.
And then they can be like, see, we support
We
breast
love
cancer.
breasts. And I'll say, hi. That's cool. But yeah, this match probably went
35.
It took a minute to pick up because, like I was telling him, in a match like this, you know the first finisher is not going to do it.
Yeah.
You know the second finisher is not going to do it, and sometimes after they've each hit one, the third one doesn't even do it. Like tonight.
That's what you expect. It's crazy stuff to happen.
But after the first, like he hit a GTS, he kicked out. He hit a adjustment, kicked out. After that, then I started. Okay, now I'm into this because like it's like okay, I respect that they're doing this and like but it's like it's not going to end right here. So it took a while for me to get into it, but once they got, the first finish out of the way, then I was like, okay, now the next one could do it.
Cena hits a suicide dive.
I love
through
it.
the second rope.
I love John Cena.
Whoa.
I love him. I don't know what the hell he was doing. It was funny because at first he ran and I was like, oh, he's gonna do a suicide dive as a joke, and then he did like a baseball slide, and then he hit it later. I was so confused, but. So then, once it's past, like I said, the first two finishers, and you're like, okay, this could do it. Punk hits the GTS, and I'm like, what? 1, 2, kick out. And then he kind of goes like this, and it's like, no, and I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna debut his new finisher, and he's like, the Pepsi Plunge, and then he goes, and I go, he's gonna do the rock bottom, and he did the rock bottom. It was a nice one, too.
Yeah.
Shout out to CM Punk. He got him up there. Yeah. And then one. I thought it was over. Yeah. I swear to anything. I thought it was over. Even though Cena never loses clean, I thought this was the time. And he kicks out at 2. And I'm just like, what is going on? It was awesome. But then, what did I say?
Pedigree.
No, you said pedigree. I said AA for the win.
Yep.
We didn't get an AA for the win.
We got an AA.
We got an AA, and Punk kicked out, and that's when I was like, wait a minute. What is going on? And then they go back and forth for maybe a minute or two, and then they go up, and Cena, in a confusing turn of events, Punk just chilling up there, and Cena says, "I'm a climb up the turnbuckle.
Don't give a fuck
I'm
about
grab him." Boom!
German suplex off the second rope.
1, 2, 3.
Crowd goes wild. New champ.
We had a new champ. He was pumped. He ran out. He grabbed the title.
Yeah.
I was like, Rock versus Punk at WrestleMania! And then I was excited.
You're 3 steps ahead right now.
I said, do. I was so excited. But wasn't to be. The ref says, hey, I'm sorry I waited 5 minutes to tell you this. I didn't just announce it at the first. But your shoulders were down too. So this is a draw. And the thing that saved me from being pissed was CM Punk's face. I was like, this is a dumb way to end the show. Look at his face. He was so genuinely happy, and it made my whole day. I was like, why the hell would they end this in a draw? This is so stupid. Oh, look at his face. It was hilarious. And Paul Heyman just like, yeah. And then Punk's just like, respect. And just Heyman's like, you showed all these people. You showed all these people. It was hilarious. And Cena's just pissed.
And you know what? They can still have him drop the belt at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, but they won't.
Why not? It's Hell in a Cell.
Because now it makes no sense.
Yeah, it does. Because Cena's like, well, if I bridge higher, I would have beat you. So that way they can logically fight again.
His new shirt needs to say "Rise above the mat" and bridge higher.
Rise above.
Rise above the mat, and on the back it's him doing a better bridge.
Yeah. So that way they could have the match at Hell in a Cell. Cena wins somehow. And then he goes, and then you can do the whole lose to the Rock thing, and Punk wins the Rumble to earn his respect back or something like that. Yeah. More or less.
That seems like one of those 2 good ideas, though.
See, but the thing is you're already saying like, oh, 2 bad idea.
It is. I'm being you for once. You're usually the guy.
I'm being you for once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're usually the guy that's like, this fucking sucks. Da-da-da. So for once in 2 years, I'm pissed because I don't want to see Rock Cena 2 at WrestleMania. Do you see how annoying this is? Do you see why I get pissed at you sometimes?
Yeah, but you're thinking WrestleMania advance. I'm thinking I don't want to turn into Raw and see Sheamus. I want to turn into SmackDown and see Sheamus walk out of the belt again.
Hey, we don't want. If anyone wants to see that, I apologize.
If anyone wants to see that, hit us up.
If anyone wants to see what he just said, and you're serious, not sarcastically,
unsubscribe from us.
I don't know. Something went astray in your development, And you're never going to be as good as Michael Crabtree.
Either that or you're Sheamus.
Why are you watching our videos, Sheamus? Go to sleep. I have your autograph. Thank you. But, anyways, that was Night of Champions. I want you to tell us down below what you thought. We liked it overall.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Yeah. So, tell us what you thought. Leave your comments below. Like this video. Subscribe above. We passed 700. So, I wore this jersey for that. Because that makes sense. But, hey. We will see you. Well, he will see you tomorrow. Because I will be seeing these guys tomorrow. But he will see you tomorrow. Eat pizza. Live long and prosper. You stay classy, YouTube viewers. Goodbye.